We are here with Andrew Gordon from the Chicago Wolves. What made you decide to be part of Hockey for Her tonight?
Just an opportunity to get involved in the community here, and I love the game of hockey. I'm a player, but I also am a fan of the game, and I want to take the opportunity to allow people to see sort of what's behind those closed doors and sort of generate some more interest in the city about hockey. It's a beautiful sport. We're the only sport in town. We're the only hockey game in town right now. So any interest we can generate is good for the game. It's good for people. I think a lot of the women around the city would like it.
Now, you've been one of those guys that's been up in the NHL and down to the AHL. How different is it from a mindset and how you prepare mentally every day?
It's different. When you're up there, it's, your life is, you're flying on the jets, you're, in the 5-star hotels, you're eating at these fancy restaurants and things like that. The world is very different, but it's tough to keep yourself level and sort of, the things you do down here to translate that into your game up top in the NHL. So it's a lot different sort of going to the rink every day and trying to be the same player you are at this level up there when everything's different. You guys just sort of remember the little things that you do to make you successful, whether it's finishing your checks, whether it's shooting the puck, if you're a playmaker, make plays, dumping it in, blocking shots, doing the little things that make you successful that got you there in the first place. You have to remember to do those. But I find the biggest difference between this level and the next is the top end guys are just world class. You have very good players at this level that can beat you, but the best players up there can embarrass you. So, and I've been on my fair share of embarrassing plays up there. So, no, it's a different world, but at the end of the day, you got to just try to put yourself, in a mindset that, they put their skates on one lace at a time like you do, and then you can compete at that highest level, believe in yourself, and once you get, into that frame of mind, I think you'll be all right.
You play in Chicago now. What's your most favorite thing about the city of Chicago?
God, I don't know. I try to do my best to explore whenever I can. It's my first time really living in a big city for an extended period of time. I've been in, I played in Hershey for the majority of my career so far. It's a smaller city, beautiful city for everybody who's watching. But Chicago is such a different environment. So my favorite part of Chicago is definitely the food. The restaurants, these Italian beef sandwiches that I can't seem to get enough of, things like that. It's very different, very distinct. People of Chicago are very proud of their food and proud of the, the food that represents this city. So I've tried my best to assimilate with all these Chicago folks here and eat all the Chicago-style dogs I possibly can.
Cubs fan or White Sox fan?
You know what? I was totally impartial coming in, but I'm going to say to this camera that I'm a hardcore Cubs fan because everyone boos when you say the Sox. So I'm taking the Cubs.
Biggest ladies man on the team?
Biggest ladies man on the team. I can look around the name bars here. I would like to say, women love Matt Climie. He's a guy who he just radiates this energy that people seem to like. He's just a magnet. So, very nice guy, ladies. Make sure you introduce yourself when you see him around. Matt Climie.
Now, one of the things that we actually made you our ham of the week. Hot available man, you must know. One of the things we found endearing about you is you scored your first NHL goal against Martin Brodeur, and you were with the Washington Capitals at the time,
yes.
And you were so excited you actually kissed your teammate. What kind of emotion did you go through? You scored against Martin Brodeur, who's a first-round Hall of Fame,
yeah.
The best guy in the game. What can you tell us from that moment?
I didn't know it went in at first, so I sort of stood over him looking for the puck to see if it went in, but I don't know. That was sort of the culmination of my whole life. It felt like at that exact moment. I just thought, I've worked so hard to get here, and that was a stretch where I was finally playing a few more minutes a night, and I was starting to contribute a little bit. And I thought, God, I made it. I finally made it, and no one's going to take this day away from me. And the pass Marcus Hansen gave me couldn't have been more perfect. So
yeah.
I don't know. It just seemed like the appropriate thing to do. I didn't know there was quite so many cameras in the building. So if that's what I'm remembered for, at least I'm remembered for something, I guess.
Final question. You were on HBO's 24/7.
Yep.
And when you guys were going through that losing streak in Washington and you won, you guys had a victory song, and you did the fist pump like nobody's business. So I'm going to ask you to do the fist pump right now for us.
I don't even know. I wish I could see that scene again. I can remember what I did, but
everybody
was fist pumping at the time. So anytime you can get the full elbow, wrist range of motion going, it's a good fist pump.
Great, Andrew. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.